All right, we're ready. We're here. Like this is all we all been waiting for. It's like one of the pay-per-view prize fights. This is one of those things. You know, y'all heard of on RSG one mic. Just kind of nipping and tucking at each other. It's gotten so bad where my man Darnell left the text group. I had to call him back to a text group because he keep going back and forth. You know, they got a lot of love for each other. They do throw that in, but at the end of the day, they will get at each other. And so today, I'm giving them free reign today. Today is a day where we just gonna let it go. Draft day is around the corner, and we're gonna get at it. Welcome to our special edition of One Mic, where we're going drafting right now. We're going drafting with Darnell and Hammer. But first, let's bring our gladiators. I'll bring some boxing moment into it. Let's bring our gladiators into the event. What's up, Hammer? How you doing, man? You ready to go, man?
I'm doing well, man. I got my second shot, so I'm good, man. I'm doing decent, man. So yeah, so
you vaccinated up. You've been working on that jab, everything.
Went to Blackhawk where you went. Went to Blackhawk where you went.
Yeah, that's the place to go, man.
Yeah, man.
They get you in and out. They get you in and out. They take care.
They do take care of business.
Yeah. My daughter did a nursing program over there too as well. So shout out to all the folks at Blackhawk. And we just say what's up now to my youngin Darnell. You know, he's our NFL guru. You know, he's our Todd McShay without the crazy statements. You know, he's our Mel Kiper Jr.
I might have some crazy statements,
but he eats sweet potato pie. He eats sweet potato pie. He's on the right side of the issues. He's not messing with that pumpkin pie like that. His taste buds won't go down like that. So tonight he's gonna bring it tonight. But we're happy to be here. Welcome to One Mic. This is the thing that's going on, and so tonight we're gonna start out by we're gonna get a little traditional. You know, I know it annoys Darnell, but that's okay. We're gonna get a little traditional. We're gonna go through their first round kind of mock-ups that they've done. Then we're gonna try and get into a little bit. We're gonna work into this. You know, there's a show called Bar Emergency. Guy goes in, and these bars are off the chain, and it's a riot because he don't play around. He's just like, we got to chase, we got to do this. We got our own version of probably Draft Emergency. We got a couple teams we're gonna look into and see what they actually should be doing in the draft. And Darnell's gonna, off the top of his head, he gonna try and see if he can fix what's gonna be fixed. We were gonna bring the Lions in, but we just didn't have that much time in the show to do it. So we're gonna actually work with some teams that actually potentially got a future and they can actually do something right. So we're excited about that. We're gonna do that. And then, like anything that happens in the draft, there's always some cats, from Tom Brady, the famous story of Tom Brady being the 6th round pick. I think that's kind of undersold in some ways or just overplayed, I would say. Because if anybody who watched Tom Brady at Michigan, he balled at Michigan. There was some weird dynamics over there at Michigan. But he balled. He balled in some big games at Michigan. But yeah, he ended up going to 6th round. But there's other cats who have gone in those later rounds, who've gone on to do their thing. It seemed like the Seattle Seahawks had a run where they were catching cats in the fourth rounds and making it happen. So we'll call them onside hype. They like that artist that's underground that people just missed and they just blow up. And so they're gonna hit them up as well. And so we're excited because we're going drafting. We're going drafting here. All right, fellas, y'all ready to go?
Yeah, let's roll.
We're ready to go. So the way we're gonna do this with the mock, so we can work our way through it, is we're gonna go 1 through 10. We know the top of the order, at least the top one. Everybody's gonna be a comment, but there's some differences. And so we've had a chance to do a show with Darnell, so I think it's only appropriate to let Hammer talk about his 1 through 10, and then we'll go to Darnell for refresher. I know he's probably tweaked it, moved it around a little bit, but we'll let Hammer go first and lay out what your 1 through 10 looks like, what you're anticipating on.
1 through 32, but we'll do 1 through 10 again. Yeah, obviously, the number 1 pick is going to be Trevor Lawrence. You're not making philanthropic contributions to Jacksonville. That you're going to be the pick. So, yeah, I think he's a transcendent talent. He's one of the best quarterbacks I've seen since Elway. And I think that, again, he'll take some lumps considering Jacksonville's not going to be good this year. I kind of questioned the Bevel hire at OC, but I think Trevor's gonna ball. Could take time, but he's on ball. So Second pick is going to be obviously Zach Wilson. I don't believe in his pick. I think he's a one-hit wonder. A lot of injury history, but he's made a lot of dynamic throws and really had a lot of exposure this year. They lost to Kelsey Carolina. That's another story. But, yeah, I mean, he throws all angles. He's dynamic in that way. So, yeah, the Jets have fallen in love with him. But I wouldn't be surprised if he's a bust. I mean, like a lot of these drafts, 3-4 years from now, we're going to see busts. The Josh Rosens of the world, things like that. So the Achilles Smiths of the world.
Love me some Josh Rosen.
I
said I used to love me some Josh Rosen back in the day.
I think we all did. He was the number one prep in the country, right? And then now he's on the practice squad for.
That's still disrespectful. How do you start Nick Mullins over Josh Rosen? That just
again, Nick knows the system. I mean, and he don't. So, again, the bottom line. I mean, with Josh, he might turn around. You don't know. He might turn around, but he's had a tough career. And then number 3, I don't believe in this pick either, but it seems like it's going to happen. It's going to be Mac Jones. His pro day was raggedy, overthrowing people in pro day. He's supposed to be hitting people left and right. So, I can understand the rationale as far as him being a very accurate passer, which Shanahan likes in the West Coast offense. I can see him, hearing about bright. All these guys, if you're playing quarterback, you're bright. So there's no dumb quarterbacks. So I'm tired of hearing these, kind of racial characters of being bright. But Mac Jones.
Of bright, Justin Fields got into Harvard with a scholarship. He got offered a scholarship, and if you know anything about Ivy League sports. Yeah. They don't hand out athletic scholarships. They don't
have athletic scholarships. They don't have athletic scholarships. They gave him an aid package that he basically didn't have to pay. That's what they do in the Ivy League game. They give out aid packages. Those are their scholarships.
Oh, I know. I got a player that got offered by Yale on my team. But
yeah.
So I was just putting that out to y'all. There are other smart quarterbacks in this draft.
Oh, they're not. I mean, yeah, but that's why I said, again, I think. They're not very dumb quarterbacks, and so the bottom line is that hearing Mac Jones as a savant or something is ridiculous. But I mean, the bottom line is that they like Mac Jones. They think he's ready right now. They probably want to trade Jimmy G to the Pats, something like that. Because I think the Pats want Justin Fields. I don't think he'll be there. Even though I think Justin Fields, there's things with him. You talk about Justin Fields, but the seizure revelation last week is really telling. I think why he's slipping on draft boards. And so, I think people knew about that. And the fact he leaked and talked about it speaks volumes.
He was trying to get ahead of it, I guess.
Well, yeah, he's trying to get ahead of it, but I think people know about it. People have done their due diligence. And, I mean, you have people like Alan Faneca, who obviously is a Pro Bowler. But, again, it's a thing where I think hopefully the young man doesn't have any setbacks, anything like that. But, I think it's something where there's a reason why people have whispered. I think that's the thing that scared most people. At 4, they're going to go with Kyle Pitts. I truly believe that. You hear the Julio Jones rumors. You hear the fact that, Matty Ice has a big cap hit, $40 million. I don't see him going anywhere. So I think that, Pitts is the best player on the board. I think that even though Arthur Smith's offense is really run-oriented, I think someone like Pitts will really get in with that offense. And so I definitely think that he's going to be the pick. I just think that he's the best player on the board, and really look at some of the things that I think that they can move on for Julio Jones. You go number 5. I'm going Penei Sewell. I know. Again, I think that what Joe Burrow showed last year, they have no one to protect him. He was put some great numbers in Zach Taylor's offense, and basically what happened with he got hurt, and I think if he had a tackle to protect him, he protect that investment. He gets hurt again this year. I think he's going to be in trouble. So Penei Sewell, I think number 5. Number 6, Jamar Chase, no question. Probably slipped that far. I think he's definitely the pick for Miami. I think Miami, Devontae Parker, Gesicki with a nice weapon for Tua. I'm sure Tua might want Waddle or DeVonta Smith, but who are later in my draft. They're not in my top 10, just a caveat. So you want to go a little bit farther in the draft. So definitely think Jamar Chase. He was the best receiver at LSU. a year ago on a championship team, and he opted out. Rightfully so. So I think that he's going to be a nice piece for Miami in the resurgence and trying to get back on the scene, get in the playoffs. Number 7, I'm gonna surprise you all. I think Jared Goff's a one and done. I mean, I think you look at the financial commitments gone next year. I don't think they believe in him. Obviously, the Rams didn't believe in him. I think Trey Lance will be the pick here. I think they like Trey Lance. I think really.
That would be helpful.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, everyone. Yeah, I think again, this is caveat with trades. I think that you look at this board. I was looking at this when I gave it to Devon. I'm like, some of these cats they don't slip that far. Some of these the teams don't fit. But if you just do a pure mock no trades, I like doing trades because how you gonna do? You're gonna do the Jimmy Johnson board and basically come to trade that way? No, I'm gonna just go with the picks and yeah. So Trey Lance, I think definitely is the type of player that they're gonna love, and Jared Goff is really. No, he's a fraud. That's why he was traded. That's why they got rid of him quickly. Still have a big cap hit, but they got him. Number 8, Rashaan Slater. Someone really has jumped up this year. It's the talented tackle, protects Sam Darnell, and I think that Rashawn's going to be great in Carolina and be plug and play.
Let this be known. I've been talking about Rashaan Slater for the last 3 or 4 months.
I know you have, yeah.
When people were talking about Rashaan Slater was going 17, 18, 19.
Yeah, I know.
You know who this guy is?
Yeah, well, again, they dissed him because of Northwestern, but, I mean, the bottom line, Chris Hinton, remember him, the great Chris Hinton went to Northwestern. So, I mean, talent's talent. I mean, the bottom line is Rashaan can ball. So, you gave that, I mean, our chats that Darnell put that weightlifting, that was real. So that was real. So tremendous. Number 9, this is surprising because I think a year ago everyone had Justin Fields going to the Jets in this March draft. He's going to Denver. I think that obviously Denver's not sold on Drew Lock, and why would they?
Well, it should be.
Yeah. I mean, Drew Lock is an inconsistent player. He's got physical talent, but really, you talk about somebody, not that bright. I think he's not that bright. So, but yeah, I think Fields. The thing about it that there's been all these kind of caricatures of him. I think the thing that the medicals concern me a little bit, but I hope the young man, like I said, his seizure disorder is my understanding. He can grow out of it. But the bottom line is that. I think that's what's going to happen. And then, number 10, we're going to talk about this. I know he probably something different, but Patrick Surtain Jr., or the second, my bad. We've argued about him. I think that, Darnell tried to call me out, call me hypocritical. No, I'm not. I think that he's polished and got potential. I think both. So I think definitely that's where I see, as far as it goes, it going. So I can go further if you want me to, but the top 10.
We'll do the top 10 right now, and then we'll let Darnell go because then we'll talk a little bit about what are some of the differences that y'all have in this top 10. So Darnell, why don't we go with your top 10 and then we'll highlight some of the differences that that you guys are seeing between some of these picks because there are some differences.
Oh yeah. First of all, I'm about to blow your mind because this, I'm gonna just put a disclaimer out there. This is not what's gonna happen Thursday. This is me drafting for each team. So this is not gonna be your everyday draft mock. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, all right. I'll just wait a minute. I got y'all. Share screen. All right, here we go. Are you guys seeing the mock?
Yeah.
All righty. So here we go. We got number 1, Trevor Lawrence. No surprise here. Sunshine, he been the top guy for the last 4 or 5 years. Number 2, Justin Fields. This is obviously not going to happen. I'm gonna repeat. This is not going to happen Thursday. But if I was,
but that's what we're saying. You are picky. You ain't gotta keep saying that. Just say.
All right, yeah, I'm picking these teams,
and it could happen that way. But you put it to where you think.
Number 3 is going to shock you. Number 3 is going to shock you. Trey Lance. if we're talking about the 49ers system, if you go watch Trey Lance back at North Dakota State, this is exactly what he was doing. They was running the pro style. They was running 22 personnel, 21 personnel out there, and he was running the play action. He was throwing the ball as well, boot actions and stuff like that. This is Trey Lance's bread and butter. I think he would have flourished with the.
Yeah, I thought he was the pick. I thought when they made a trade, I thought he was the pick. I was stunned to hear Mac Jones. I still think, I don't know. I think they're still on Wolf tickets. I think they're still going to pick Mac Jones, but again, I wouldn't be surprised they pick Trey Lance. I mean, Chris Morton says there's a 10% chance it won't be Mac Jones. And Mac Jones will get a lot of people fired, I think. So that's the thing about it. So I think Trey Lance wouldn't.
I think Trey Lance is going to get somebody fired because the thing is, Trey
how you develop him. Man, he's a raw talent.
Trey Lance has he's a hit or miss prospect. If he hits, somebody is gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I think he's the black Josh Allen.
They're gonna ask questions. Yeah, they're gonna be asking questions. Why aren't you picking?
He might turn out to be the best quarterback in this draft, like Josh Allen was in his draft.
So number four, you got Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, I'm stunned. Yeah, I thought, because you told me you thought he would slip. So yeah,
no, I'll say it's a possibility that he could slip because
a possibility too. Because I think that again,
it all depends.
He's kind of a luxury, not a need. He's a luxury.
If Atlanta ends up trading out and another quarterback goes, it could go left, and then Kyle Pitts could drop a 10. But 5, I got Jamar Chase. This is another one that's gonna ruffle some feathers because the way that I see the offensive tackle class is different than the way a lot of other people see him. So like I see a lot of other people, they're putting guys like Sam Cosmi, Liam Eichenberg, as a tail end of the first round. And they leaving behind guys like Dylan Radins, guys like Alex Leatherwood. So if that plays out, I'm taking Jamar Chase. In the second round, I'm taking Leatherwood. Or I'm taking Dylan Radins if he's available. So I think that's the better value than to go ahead and say, I'm taking Sewell first and then try to get like, a De'Ami Brown or somebody of that ilk in the second round. I think that's the better way to go. So number 6, I got another reunion. I got another family reunion. DeVonta Smith. Two recruiting.
I think I think he'll be the biggest bust in the draft. The guy's 6 foot 160. Come on, man. I mean, he got hurt in the national championship game. So I have him 12. So
I've seen 335-pound people break their fingers. I mean,
that's true. Yeah, they broke him in that championship game. So yeah. So
number 7, I got Penei Sewell because I would go quarterback, but if we sticking with the Jared Goff experiment, I'm gonna give him what he needs, and he's best when he's doing the play action kind of thing. So I'm building it from the front, from the inside out. I'm a really bolster this running game. I already got my All Pro center and Frank Ragnow. I'm gonna put another great talent in there on the offensive line, so open up some holes for DeAndre Swift. So number 8, finally we got Zach Wilson. I think this is a great spot for Zach Wilson. Him and Joe Brady, they can do some really nice things down there in Carolina. Number 9,
LaFleur though, but again, like I said, or Mike LaFleur, excuse me. So
LaFleur.
Yeah. But
so that's the Jets, right? Yeah. Number 9, we got Mac Jones.
That'd be a perfect fit for him. I think that's where he should go, but I don't think it's gonna happen. But that would be a perfect fit for him.
Yep.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons, Broncos need a quarterback. They can't keep going on with Drew Lock. Number 10, Rashaan Slater. Outside of Rashaan Slater. Outside of Derwin James, Tyron Smith has to be one of, if not the most injury-prone player in the NFL. So I need a guy. I can't have Terrence Steele and all them coming in and playing. If I'm the Cowboys, the offensive line is too important to what they do. So I'm picking up Rashaan Slater, and even if he doesn't start out at tackle, because
he can play guard too.
Because hopefully I have Tyron Smith out there. I'm gonna take it off of take it off of the stream share, so we can look at each other. But I'm going there because he can play guard too. And this is another thing. I know I always talk about ESPN and all these big markets, you know what I'm saying? But they spread their propaganda, and it is it annoys me to no end because all we heard all draft before the pro days was Penei Sewell is the second coming of Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? And then Rashaan Slater, he can't play tackle because his arms is too short. And then we get to pro day, and guess what? Rashaan Slater's arm is shorter than Penei Sewell by how much? A quarter of an inch. I mean, are we just talking to talk? I mean, we saw what a guy like Chris Sims, he was talking about Tevin Jenkins. He said the Big 12. He said he played for Oklahoma State. They never ran the ball. They run the ball for like 4 times a game.
Yeah,
but Oklahoma State, they ran the ball more than Alabama.
Yeah,
they played
Hubbard,
They just be talking just to talk.
Chris Sims is one of the worst analysts. I mean, he got his job because his daddy. Because I saw his cornerback. You showed me that. That was like
the cornerback rating.
Yeah, that was inebriated state. That was an inebriated state because ain't no way he had Caleb Farley as the number 1 cornerback. I'm like, nah, man. I'm like, come on, nah. I mean, that's insulting to people who really know football. But no, yeah, like I said, daddy's helped him get his job, so. He ain't that good either. So yeah. So as soon as Daddy gets off the studio, they probably would jettison him too. So
Man, I'll give him credit. He did call Josh Allen being a success. So I'll give him respect on that one. But a lot of his takes are just out there.
I said that. I mean, I think Josh Allen slipped because of the bad tweets and some of it.
Josh Allen slipped because he was the most inaccurate quarterback. They were talking about Lamar Jackson being inaccurate. Josh Allen was far more inaccurate than him.
Yeah, but Brian Daboll's changed that. I mean, he's inaccurate.
Players can improve. That's why I say football is a dependent sport. Like
that's true. Yeah. Where you go, I agree. He went to the right place. They traded up for him, but I think he's better than Baker Mayfield. I would take him number 1, no question. I mean, if I had to pick, no way. I mean, that's why John Dorsey got fired. Because I mean, Baker, if he had picked Josh Allen instead of Baker, I think that they would have been further ahead than they are right now.
All right. You muted, man. You muted.
Yeah, you muted, brother. You muted. That's the quote of the year.
Yeah, you might be muted. I'm with that already. I was trying to just let y'all talk, but so when you look at each other's top 10, are there any surprises?
You should have a lot for mine because I went all over the place.
Oh, I understand what I mean. Darnell's talking about if they drafted the right way. I mean, I just think that Slater's not going to slip all the way to 10. I just think
this is a crazy conversation that we're having.
Yeah, he's not going to slip all the way.
Slater's not going to make it to 10. We was talking about Slater going like 20.
He's too. I mean, the draft process. You're right. Yeah. They were dissing him. But he is basically kind of 1A, 1B with Penei Sewell. Penei Sewell has really dropped in the process. I mean, he was, I think, really, if he had played this year, he had not opted out. I think he probably would have put better tape and things like that.
I don't get it because Penei Sewell didn't play, and guess who else didn't play? Rashaan Slater didn't play. Michael Parsons didn't play.
Yeah.
A lot of guys didn't play. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the bottom line is that Michael Parsons is another guy that we can talk about later in the draft. I mean, he's exceptional. I have him going much later, but I think somebody's a trade up. But he's just such a talented player. So, but the bottom line too is that I think other picks. I mean, if you're talking about pure, I agree with you. If the things were open, but we know kind of what's gonna happen. So, I mean, the draft, like I said, I'd like to see some other. Smith is the only one I would really just pound the table and say no on because I think DeVonta Smith will be the biggest bust in this draft. I mean, the guy is 160 pounds.
I disagree with you. I look at this guy's eyes.
We'll see.
I look at him.
I think he's like
he like a Chris Paul attitude.
No, he remind me of Allen Iverson.
This ain't basketball. This ain't basketball. But he got the basketball body. Yeah.
The way the game is called.
Yeah.
It's turning that way. I mean. You can't hardly hit nobody for real.
I'm like Keisha. I want my receivers big.
I mean, without getting
the two guys I feel confident about as it relates to this is and I felt like this with Deshaun as well as I feel confident. I'm like people are smoking crack on Justin Fields. and on DeVonta. I think they smoked crack on it. Like it's just like believe your eyes, people. Believe your eyes. Believe.
I did. The guys won.
Believe the work ethic. Believe all that. But
he worked hard. But look at he's around.
But all kinds of people.
It took an injury. It took an injury to Jaylen Waddle for him to ball out.
But before that injury, how many yards? Hammer, answer this question. How many yards did he have before he got hurt?
What you say that?
How many yards did he have before he got hurt?
He had a nice number. I know
he had more targets than Jaylen Waddle before he got hurt. Before Waddle got hurt.
But there was
how many yards in the championship game? Darnell, how many yards in the championship game did he have before he got hurt?
I don't know.
He had 200 plus. I know he did. But he got hurt. He got hurt.
But 20 yards, I'll go with
that.
I'll go with that.
Yeah, he got hurt.
I'll go with that.
Hey,
against guys,
he got. You know why he got hurt?
I want to see Jamal. I want to see Jamal Adams on that dude. Jamal Adams to knock him to kingdom come.
Do you really want to see Jamal Adams try to guard DeVonta Smith?
He's gonna be like.
I want to see him hit him. Yeah, I want to see him hit him.
He's not going.
Yeah, I want to see him hit him. Yeah, I want to see him hit him.
Oh,
I want to see him hit him.
Oh no!
He won't because he won't do a crossing route because he can't do it. DeVonta Smith is a very poor man's Desmond Howard.
Oh,
a poor man's Desmond Howard.
A poor man Desmond Howard. Desmond Howard's a poor man's, and I'm a Michigan fan.
A poor man, very
the other way around. My goodness,
career wasn't that great, except for
this is something. I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask you to prepare your apology remarks. This time, you might as well just prepare them and set them on your desk.
And y'all Michigan fanatics.
The first time
Desmond Howard wasn't no superstar. He wasn't worth the first
time.
That's what we're saying.
When I first heard you say that, I had to go back and watch some Desmond Howard. I'm like, where do you see this compare? How do they play alike? They don't play anything like
no. They're both Heisman. Yeah, I'm just saying they're both Heisman people.
That's the only thing. But he
could be highly drafted. Who won't produce that? Who will be?
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Players are not going to be number one receivers.
You might as well write your apology letter.
I ain't writing nothing.
27-20.
Like I said, Desmond.
Darnell, we need to just put a marker to do that show.
He got in one game, but
we already put the title on the show.
He failed with the Redskins.
My apologies.
He failed with the Washington.
When we leave this show, I'm going to schedule. If I can schedule out that far, I'm going to schedule the show.
Yeah. I'll tell him to his face. I'll tell him to his face. I'll tell him respectfully, because I respect. He's a good analyst. Yeah, I respectfully tell him, but he'll tell you. We want those number one
DeVonta Smith against LSU last year.
I'm gonna say DeVonta Smith.
Last year when Jaylen Waddle was playing, when Jerry Jeudy was playing, I thought you said it took Jaylen Waddle to get injured for him to ball out. He was balling out with Jeudy there, Ruggs there.
Not the level of the Heisman stuff. The Heisman.
He had a game winning touchdown. He had a game winning.
That's an LSU game. LSU game was amazing.
He had a game winning touchdown as a freshman. All right, we'll leave this. We're going 11 through 20. All right, you go first. 11 through 20.
Who's going first?
Okay, I'll go first because I'm surprised.
Okay. You gonna go first, then Hammer. All right.
Yeah, I got Jaylen Waddle at 11, which stuns me. He had him at 11 because I thought he would have Waddle higher. So that's another thing that stunned me. But yeah, I think that Jaylen Waddle is a perfect fit for them. I mean, I think, I'll be fine. I think he's small too, injury prone, but I think that he'll do well with Saquon coming back, and Danny Dimes needs another receiver, so I think that's great. I got, even though I think he'll be a bust, I got Eagles going to take DeVonta Smith. And it's a no-brainer with their wide receiver core. Now, number 13, I got Chargers taking J.C. Horn. I think someone's going to take him. Cover corners like him are hard to come by. So I was surprised you have J.C. Horn in the top 10. That blew me away too. So, and then number 14, I got Micah Parsons going to Vikings. That's his best player available. That's a fit. They have other fits. The Patriots, I mean, I'll see. I think they're going to get Jimmy G and do that. But I have them with Christian Darrisaw. I think he's a really good plug and play tackle, and I think we'll do well. 16. I got Vera Tucker for USC. I think he'll be a really good fit with protect Kyler Murray. Number 17, I got Kwity Payne, your guy, Michigan. Great story about him being Nigerian, refugee or Liberian refugee, excuse me. And he's balling. It's nice. In a draft that doesn't have great DNs.
Plug this last real quick.
Yeah, he's good. And then number 18, I got Jeremiah Usu-Komora with the Dolphins. I think that he'll be nice. We got rid of Van Roy. I think he'll be a nice, good receiver they plug and play in. Washington football team, Caleb Farley, at the corner. And then number 20, my Chicago Bears. You'll laugh because we talked about. I'm taking Jalen Phillips. I think that Jalen Phillips has shown draft process that that he's worthy of that, and he's really done well. Yeah. So the guy I've talked about all year, I do have him going in the first round. I think someone's going to take him in the first round. He's going to the draft. He's got a first round guarantee by somebody. So yeah, I think that's. I'll just tell you, I got Rousseau at 31 with Baltimore when they made the trade with Orlando Brown, which still I'll ask you about that trade. Blew me away. That was a lot for Jaylen for Orlando Brown. But yeah, that's why I have. So I'm at 11 through 20.
All right, that's cool. You say you have Rousseau at 20?
No, I have Rousseau at 31. I talk about Rousseau all year, and so and you talk about Phillips all year. So yeah, I admit. But someone's going to take Rousseau in the first round. I think you want that figure option. I think he will ball out. I think he could be the best DN in this draft. But as far as you go,
my gripe with Greg Rousseau. I just don't think. I don't think he's an edge. I think I'm not taking him in the first round, but if he's available in the late second, maybe third round, I might pick him and then sit him for a little bit and just put some weight on him and try to play him on the inside. I want to play a 3-tech. Maybe and play like a defensive tackle role, because if when I look at you as an edge, I want to see how do you win. Like, yes, he has a lot of sacks, but if you watch him, he was playing against a terrible team, and all he was doing, he didn't win as an edge. The way he got his sacks was they put him at 3-tech, and all he did was extend his arms, and he was just way too long for them. And so he all he did is extend his arms, and he hustled. I give it to him. As a coach, I love a player that hustles. I mean. Yeah. I'll never knock somebody for trying. He has a good motor on it, so I'll give him respect for that. But if you're going to be an edge rusher, you need to bend the edge. You need to be able to turn the corner, and he just doesn't.
I think he can teach him, but I think the Ravens have a teacher.
It's hard. I don't know if you could teach flexibility like that, especially if you 6'7", and it might just be the way he built. I don't know.
I've seen some of his. I mean, again, I've seen some of his technique. I just think that coaching can help him. I mean, I know that talking to people, as far as NFL, really you have to come in with the go. I mean, there's nuances they teach you as far as NFL goes.
Yeah, I understand that, but how many 6'7" guys do you know are the super bendy guys that can really turn the corner?
Yeah, that's true, but I mean, I think that again, I think he's got the physicalness, so we'll see. Again, we disagree. I disagree, but I think he has slipped in the draft. I think he was. So in the middle with Pure, I think the draft process hurt him, and so I think he'll slip. I don't know if he'll slip out of the first round, but he'll definitely. I think somebody will take him because I just think that you can't teach 6'7". Yeah.
With me, I'll give you a little look into my philosophy and the way I look at things, but I would rather have put you in the weight room and stuff and have that and build that stuff around your skill set than to try to build a skill set around stuff that you already, that you don't do well. I'm not trying to make if we coach in basketball and we have Dwight Howard, I'm not going to be like, I need you to start shooting threes. I need you to be a stretch five. You know what I'm saying? I need him to rim run and protect the rim. You know what I'm saying? And I don't see Greg Rousseau as a stretch five. That's pretty much what I'm saying. But
okay. So look what you got from 11 to 20.
11 to 20. This is going to be a little more tame. I'll just say it like that. But But once again, this is my list as far as what if I was picking for these teams, this is what I would do. 11, I got Jaylen Waddle. He's an electric athlete. He's going to be somebody that can really take the top off the defense. He on the jet motions and stuff like that, he can really he can cause havoc because you got to figure out what's going to be my adjustment to this what's going on, and yeah, Jaylen Waddle is going to be a difference maker in the league. Number 12, got J.C. Horn. The Eagles need a cornerback badly. They need corner they need corner and receiver badly.
They need everything, man.
Yeah, they need a lot of things on the team, but with a guy with the attitude of a J.C. Horn, a guy that can play press man corner, and he's a guy who truly travels. Like, you don't see that a lot nowadays. If you watch him against Florida, he was on Kyle Pitts. If you watch him against Alabama, he was on DeVonta Smith. If you watch him against Ole Miss, he was on Elijah Moore. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna follow and cover your best receiving threat. Number 13, I got Christian Darrisaw. This is a guy. He's another athletic tackle, but his light is dimmed a little bit by the tackles that are in front of him. You got Penei Sewell, who has been looked at as this generational prospect. You have Rashaan Slater, who's coming on later, but he has a great physical profile as well. So Darrisaw has been, he's been in the shadows, but he can play as well. His temperament, it might be he's a little on the cooler side. He's not your Tevin Jenkins that's going to rip your face off, but he has good technique. He can play. Number 14, I got Jalen Phillips. Jalen Phillips, in my opinion, is the best edge rusher in this draft, and the Vikings have 0 pass rush. I mean, you got to get after the passer in this league. You need a quarterback. In football, you need a quarterback. You need somebody to protect the quarterback, and you need somebody to get after the other team's quarterback. And that's why we got Jalen Phillips at 14. 15, I got JOK, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. This guy is an athletic linebacker. He's the quote-unquote new school type of linebacker. At Notre Dame, he played the nickel Sam position. What that means is he would guard your slot receiver and stuff. But when they flip the strength of the field, he'll bump inside and just play a regular off-ball linebacker. I mean, he has that versatility that we saw, and we covered it last year with Isaiah Simmons, and he brings a lot of the same stuff. And 16,
Isaiah Simmons, bad. Yeah.
Isaiah Simmons, he's another guy. Like I say, football is a dependent sport. They drafted him. They didn't have a plan for him. He had a steep learning curve. But as you saw at the end of the season, he started to come on really strong.
He's gonna come on, man. He's gonna come on. I have that guy is phenomenal talent. So, like I said, he didn't, but he'll ball out year 2, year 3. Yeah.
Right. Patrick Surtain.
He ain't dropping that far. That's okay, but
Yeah, I'm just saying if I was the Cardinals, this is definitely.
It's a great fit because Patrick Pearson left. I agree with
this is a guy who comes from great stock. You know what I'm saying? I was looking at some stuff on Twitter, and his father is the high school coach over at American Heritage out in Plantation, Florida. He has another corner coming out who is absolutely nasty, man. His feet are amazing. And also their DB coach was another former NFL player. So he just has that teaching. Back at their high school, they had Tyson Campbell, who was also
he's gonna be
with Tyson Campbell. He played with Anthony Schwartz was back there. I mean, he played with a whole bunch of NFL talent. And then at the NFL, of course, at the college level, Alabama's the NFL factory, man. Nick Saban is known as being one of the best DB coaches in the game. So Patrick Surtain is well schooled. He plays well schooled. He is the typical high floor guy. I mean, you're going to draft him, and he has a very low bust factor. I have no doubt that he's going to be a very good player in this league. 17, we got Christian Barbour, his teammate. He's going to be your penetrating defensive tackle. The Raiders have a big hole on the interior of their defensive line, and he is going to be a guy that is going to be there to open
I
up.
have him in the Colts going. I have the Colts thinking. I think he'd be a real good fit for the Colts. Yeah, but
both for three schemes. Yeah,
no 21. Yeah, go ahead.
Yep. The second pick for the Dolphins, I'm going to pick Penei. Penei has scheme versatility with his size. He has the quickness to learn how to pass rush, even though he's not as polished as a guy like Jalen Phillips. But he's working with Brandon Jordan, and Brandon Jordan, he works with a lot of the top pass rushers in the NFL. So I think he can teach Penei some things. And we've seen in the past with a guy like Rashaan Gary that came from the same school. He made that transition. He was working with Brandon Jordan. He got a lot better. So I think Penei is going to project well to the NFL because right now he might not be the great pass rusher that you would want from an edge, but he can play the well phenomenally. And he, like I said, he's going to be coached by a very good coach. Number 19, Michael Parsons. He probably will not fall this far, but if he is there,
he's there because of off the field issues. That's the only reason why he's there.
If Michael Parsons is there, I am sprinting. I'm not walking. I'm sprinting.
Yeah, they're gonna trade up. They're gonna trade up for him. Yeah, no question.
Because Michael Parsons is a guy. I've talked about this already. He, in comparison to a guy like JOK, I'm not sure how good he is in coverage compared to him because we just haven't seen him do it a lot. I've watched a lot of film of Parsons. He's very he has extreme speed. He can run sideline to sideline. He is a very aggressive tackler. He can rush pass as well. Coming out of high school, he was a defensive end over there. So he can So he's going to be great in this system because he's going to be protected. Like he has Jonathan Allen in front of him. He has Deron Payne in front of him. He has Chase Young in front of him. You know what I'm saying? Montez Sweat. He's going to be protected. So those big old offensive guards are not going to be able to put their hands on Michael Parsons, and that's going to be a scary sight for whoever's in that backfield. Number 20, last pick, we got Tevin Jenkins. This is a guy who plays angry. He might not have the arm length that you want, or you know what I'm saying, the underwear Olympics that we talk about. But Tevin Jenkins is a guy, he plays with that mean streak. He doesn't look like a mean guy. You see a picture of him, he has the glasses on. He's smiling. He looks like he took AP calculus. But you know what I'm saying? But
I have him 22, so if you talk about I have him 22.
Yeah, I just love his tape.
Yeah. I do too. I mean, let you know, locally here, the Packers won him, and the people are like, you better trade up. So
if you want a snapshot of what Tevin Jenkins was, watch what he did to Joseph Osai in the Texas game. Just put that film on and go on with your day.
Yep. That's good, man. I mean,
you're muted again, Devon. You're muted.
Yeah. You don't want to talk. Still muted, bro. You're still muted, bro. Still muted.
Look, y'all.
You can't read lips,
Keep rolling. Y'all need to learn how to read lips and keep the production going. All right, y'all got more technical things going here. I'm trying to go back and forth on y'all, but we got it going. Y'all agreeing too much, but that's okay.
Let's go to last 10 picks. Yeah.
Let's go last 10 picks and see what's happening up there. Y'all barked and then y'all come in here. Y'all like puppies.
I mean, y'all like puppies I can't say that. I mean, we have big differences.
Non-violence,
DeVonta Smith, we got big differences. Like I said, but yeah, there's some things that it's kind of like we have come. I've seen his side, and I think he's seen my side as far as it goes. So something like that. So, but we'll go.
Yeah, my issue is not really his opinions. My issue is how far he goes with his opinions. Like, I'm okay if you say Justin Fields isn't that good. I'm okay with that. It's an opinion. But when you say something like Justin Fields isn't good because he didn't start over Jake Fromm, who went to a national championship the year before that, I mean, that's on the coaching staff more than on Justin Fields. That's
on both of them, bro. That's on both. I saw him leave. He looked lost in Georgia. So, but again, like he made his transfer. But I hope the young man, like I said, we've had. I didn't like his performances against Northwestern and Indiana, but
nobody liked those performances.
Yeah, I know. But that again, if I'm drafting for my family, I want somebody that's gonna bring it. And get like
bad performances.
Yeah, well, again,
they all have bad performances. If it's about bad performances,
they all have bad performances. I agree, but again,
the guy they want to go number 2 had probably a season of bad performances.
Yeah, well, I'm not. Again, like I said, I wouldn't pick Zach. I'm surprised Saleh and is letting, and then LaFleur. Yeah, I just think the kid is a one-hit wonder. I think the kid's got bust written all over him, and he's been hurt a lot. And he had one good year, and they try to show some of his plays. I don't think he's better than Sam Darnold. They made a mistake. They should have kept Sam Darnold, but
yeah,
they want to start fresh, and so again, Saleh will start fresh. They want to start with your own people, so I respect that. But but we'll go on. I got at number 21, Christian Barrymore. I think the Colts. I think he's a great fit there. Darnell already talked about his rushing. I think that's key. He's going to be a penetrating defensive tackle. Is really going to help the Colts. I mean, they already have a great defense, but he could even play on another level. Number 22, I got Tevin Jenkins. I think that again, it's a good fit for Tennessee. Good value pick. Number 23, I have Greg Newsome. I think he's a special, another Northwestern cat. Northwestern's call it. Number 24, I got Xavin Collins. I think that he's going to be a nice player for Pittsburgh. I know people are talking about quarterback, but I think go second round quarterback or
they need a running
Dwayne
back.
Haskins might work out.
They might go get a running back right here, but that's okay.
Yeah, they might. I mean, I think you get a running back second round. I think they'll go for running back second round.
If Najee Harris is still on the board, they're getting it.
I got Najee Harris. No, again,
they get them. They need a running back. They can't run the football.
Yeah,
but I'll let you go. I digress.
You get second round running back. I mean, you tell me second round, you got someone like Cam Akers. You go second round running backs. I mean, tell me Darnell.
Yeah, but
first round running back. Like I said,
if Harris is available,
we're talking about too. The dumbest signing of the offseason was Aaron Jones. That's the most stupid, the dumbest signing ever. You do not give. I mean, you're basically giving him money. His family is thanking them for giving them money. I mean, most running backs do not last that second contract.
No, but I think that's overhyped. When you look at the most touches over the past 3 or 4 years over there, running backs total yards are still high up there, and those are individuals. So I think the way that the propaganda has played out, the role they play in the passing game, I'll let that go. I digress. I think it's for another show. All right, who you got? Who you got beyond that?
25, I got Urban Meyer picks Azeez O'Leary. I think that he's a really tremendous talent. Another guy I think is going to help. He'll be in there. Then number 26, Browns, got Jamin Davis. I think the nice inside linebacker for them. Ravens, I got Trevon Woodward. I think nice player at TCU. Number 28.
Trevon Merrick,
yeah. Woodward, I guess he's now using another name, but I think he'd go by mirroring, so not to confuse anybody. But I've seen Woodward too as well. He's put a hype. I guess he's honoring his father. I don't know why he has a Woodward. I have to look it up. Number 28, Rashard Bateman of Minnesota. I think gets right in with Saints. They got rid of Emmanuel Sanders. They give Jameis Winston another weapon, so he's not throwing 30 picks. And that's the thing. Green Bay Packers. I think this is something A-Rod will love. Kadarius Toney, Florida. I think this is going to be a nice pick. I think that's going to be a nice pick to be with Davante Adams. And number 30, I got Najee Harris. A 3-down back. Devon's right. He probably will go higher than this. I think someone's going to trade up. And again, you're right. Pittsburgh might take him. I just think that Pittsburgh. I mean, Le'Veon Bell won the second round, so I just think that again, Collins is just a better value. You get, and then number 31, I already said Rousseau. The trade with Orlando Brown, which I think was overpaid for Orlando Brown, but you had Mahomes running for his life in Tampa, so they had to do something.
So when it's Super Bowl time, there ain't no such thing as overpaid. It's time to win.
Well, I don't know. I mean, again, Orlando Brown's a special player, and he's a perfect example of someone we talked about, sir, in the preparation for this show. We talked about players who slipped. That dude slipped badly, and they were dogging him out. His 40.
Because his athletic profile.
He balling though. He balling though.
I mean, at the end of the day, when are you going to see an offensive tackle running 140 yards on the
well, that's what I tell you. We talk about the draft is overrated. That's a perfect example with him. He's balling out, and they traded a whole bunch of picks. I mean, he was drafted fourth round. He went like a basically top 5 pick. The way the value they were giving for him, and then number 32, Travis Etienne. I think he'll be a really good complement with the running of Jones and Fournette coming back, and then him catching the ball. I think he'll be sort of like a James White for. I mean, he'll run too as well, but he'll be a James White type for Brady. I think Brady really liked this guy. He's seasoned, young. I was stunned when he didn't come out last year, but again, he's going to go to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and could get another chip. Could get a chip. So yeah, so that's where I have my last 12 picks. Thank you.
All right.
I'm gonna go with mine. All right. So we got 21, Dylan Reddick, the guy I'm very high on. A guy from he really popped at the Senior Bowl. I mean, in a day where Alex Leatherwood and the Alabama guys, him and Deontay Brown, they struggled a little bit. But Dylan Reddick really shined. Like he was blocking all those guys they couldn't. He showed very good feet, and he can handle the speed and the power of these edge rushes. So we got 22, Azeez Ojulari, the guy Hampton already talked about, but he's more polished than a lot of guys you're going to see out here in this draft. 23, Greg Newsome. We're going to talk about my line, about our, the hometown line a little bit later. But this guy,
I'm like Devon. I would be arguing more. So
I want Greg Newsome so bad, man. So if the Lions were to trade back, because I think we're going to end up trading back, but I want to see Greg Newsome in the Lions jersey. 24. So address the running game. You got to address the folks up front. And Pouncey is gone. So I'm going with Landon Dickerson. I've seen some stuff.
That's over. He's second round.
People talk about
second rounder, bro. He's a second round.
People talking about Landon Dickerson.
I knew you had Marshall on here too. I knew you had Marshall on here. No, he going second round too, bro.
People talking about Landon Dickerson being just a guy. I am absolutely dumbfounded. I was watching. I watched.
You love some Alabama. You got Alabama going back to back.
Oh yeah,
those second round picks, bro.
Leatherwood.
It was second round pick, bro.
Leatherwood's pro day absolutely it shot me. I didn't know he was
second round pick, bro. He's a second round pick, man.
So what offensive tackles you going?
Aaron Balky doesn't want to get fired again.
You think Eichenberg?
Aaron Balky doesn't want to get fired again. Aaron Balky doesn't want to get fired again, man. He already been fired once.
Do you think Liam Eichenberg is better than Alex Leatherwood?
No. But I know mocks have shown that. But yeah,
you think
Sam Cole? I didn't have him in my first round. So let's not go there. I didn't have my first round. I'm not saying you. I'm just saying. I got Leather. I think Leatherwood's a high second. I mean,
all I'm saying
that's a good player.
Offensive tackles.
I would not put a. I mean, the one thing about tackles is that I'll give you credit for it. Offensive linemen, are going to get that 5th-year deal. Receivers are the problem. 27% of them don't get to that 5th year. And that's why I think that's going to be DeVonta Smith. That's going to be a lot of these cats. That's going to be Terrace Marshall, or if he's picked it there. But, Terrace Marshall, like I said, again, again, he's a big guy. Yeah, not as fast. So how do you get him in second round, bro?
Alex Leatherwood, like I said, I value the tackles a little differently than other people do. So that's going to reflect on my list. 26, Xavin Collins. This guy is an athlete. I mean, this guy is 260, 265 pounds, and he's moving just it defies the laws of physics, like how this guy can move this well. And one thing I learned a couple of days ago, Xavin Collins, his parents had him in gymnastics as a little kid, and that just explains a lot because he's so fluid, the way he moves. He's gonna be a unicorn, if you will. And this new
he had 4 sacks, he had 4 picks. I mean, he's a phenomenal.
He's gonna have the size to play in the run against the bigger guards and stuff. He can take on blocks. but he's also going to be able to run with some guys. So he's going to be a good fit. 27.
So why do you like Vera Tucker though? Why you got him slipping so far?
I like Vera Tucker, but the thing is,
you don't like him that much. Going 30?
I like Vera Tucker, but the thing is, teams don't value guards as much.
30?
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of guards this year. There's a lot of guys that can play guard. That's the only reason. That's the only reason why he's there. And Terrace Marshall's a scheme fit to me because personally, I rate Elijah Moore higher. But with a guy like Lamar Jackson, his ball placement is not his strong suit. So you need a guy with a higher catch radius, and he can run routes as well. So he's the guy I'm going with for the Baltimore.
I think I'll go second round with a receiver, man.
Number 28. So for 28, I'm going Nick Bolton.
Yeah, you like him, man. I think he's a second rounder too. I think he's a good talent, but I don't think he's a first
rounder. At the end of the day, do I like Nick Bolton better than I like Jamin Davis? Yes. Do I like Nick Bolton better than I like some other linebackers? Yes.
Yeah, we talked about that. I disagree. I think Davis is better, but we'll see. You know, again.
I mean, if Jamin Davis is that good, why did he not start until this year? He plays at Kentucky. Who's starting over Jamin Davis?
We talk about why didn't Justin Fields start his first year? So I mean, he was the man. He was the number one prospect in the country.
Hey, that's at Georgia.
Jamin Davis has 1 year of tape. 1 year.
And it's damn good tape.
29.
Zach Wilson got 1 year of tape.
I'll give it to him.
Zach Wilson got 1 year of tape. You know,
29. Elijah Moore. This is.
Yeah, I think that'll get somebody fired. That little munchkin. He might be fast, but nah, man.
I'm like, he's strong too.
These little receivers.
Hey, Elijah Moore
knocked out. That's what Sammy White is. Sammy White. Remember Sammy White got hit in the Super Bowl? He got like Sammy White, man. Knocked out.
Elijah Moore
off, knocked out.
He can get off press. He can press.
When he gets hit, though, he's done.
Hey, this is a guy, he's going to work out with a guy like Aaron Rodgers because him and DeVonta Adams are master route runners.
They're going Kadarius Toney, man. Trust me. That's the guy. He's gonna be ready to go. Elijah Moore, no. I mean, no. He's a 5'9". No.
Hey, how many Ole Miss games have you watched?
I've watched several.
So 30, Elijah Vera Tucker. This is a guy's versatility. Like, he can play tackle, he can play guard. I like him, but for the Bills, they said they really want to address that running game, and what they already said was they want to address it at the line of scrimmage. And this is a guy that's going to plug in, and he's going to be plug and play. I think Elijah Vera Tucker is going to be good for him.
If he slips that far, someone's going to trade up for him. He's too talented. Like I said, you talk about the fact he might be more of a guard.
I almost gave it to the Dolphins, but the Dolphins need an edge rusher.
Yeah, they do, but again, I think they need pieces as well. But I mean, the bottom line is that.
But you can get guard. Like we talked about, the draft is not a one round thing.
Yeah, we got a second round.
There's a lot of guards. I should actually pull up on the guards in this draft. But there's a lot of guards in the draft. 31, Sam Cosmi.
Yeah, I knew you like him. I think he's a second rounder too.
You need another tackle. But at the end of the day, the Ravens gonna need a tackle. They gave away Orlando Brown. They're gonna need another tackle.
Yeah, second round. I mean, they got Orlando Brown, fourth round. They can get the tackle.
But who you going? All right. 32, Caleb Farley. I wrestled with this one because it was between Caleb Farley and Asante Samuel. I'm gonna take this
Yeah, he's going. He's really jumped up draft boards. Asante Samuel Jr. has really jumped up draft board, but I don't think
Asante Samuel Jr. is a guy. He's a very instinctive player. But like I already said with the Chiefs, they're at the top of these guys at the top of the mountain. They're building their team for the playoffs. And if I'm the Buccaneers, I need somebody that's going to see Tyreek Hill. And Caleb Farley has that elite world level speed. So if I have him, I'm drafting him just to run with him. That's your job. You're gonna run with the track stars. We're gonna give you help over top, and I'm gonna live with that.
All right.
Far, man.
Where did you have
why he ain't go 42? He ain't go 32, man.
Where did you have Farley going?
I have Farley going. Where I have Farley going? I have Farley going. What was it? Where is it? I can't find him, man. Where is it?
I remember you saying Farley. That's why I
19
to Washington.
Yeah.
It's solid. But I had Parsons there, so if Parsons is there, I'm not passing on it. I'm sprinting. Like I said, I'm putting my track shoes on and I'm getting to that podium.
It's interesting. I thought we'd be arguing more, but I thought, but I don't know. Like I said, I can tell your draft because you foreshadowed your draft for months. So you want to see my draft and see. You want to tear up my draft.
I didn't want to. I wasn't going to tear up your draft. I was going to give you the platform. So let's look at.
If I had picked what I really wanted to pick, I had to start DeVonta Smith out of the first round. I'd have, shoot. I have, but like I said, I picked what I think the people were going to pick. Yeah. But I can tell you who I think are going to be absolute bust.
We got a draft emergency. Somebody need help. We got less than a week.
Help, and we
Ryan Pace needs to go.
The Chicago Bears need help. They on the clock. He's got anxiety. His chest is going out.
We need Lewis Rig. That's what we need. We have to help.
All right, so I'm going to show you.
That's what we need.
Who is currently on the Chicago Bears?
Mm-hmm.
Can you see it? Are you seeing the depth chart?
And I see the depth chart. I saw it earlier, but
it's not showing.
Now show.
Hurry up! Now I told you it's got to be quick transition.
Hey man, I'm doing what I can. I press the button and I guess.
I gotta let you in to the party.
All right, are you seeing it now?
Yeah, I'm seeing it right now. Yeah.
All right, so
you want to move it up.
Looking at the chart, where are the holes? Where do you want to? Where do you want to go?
I mean, it's like Swiss cheese, bro. A lot of holes. A lot of holes. I mean, quarterback hole. Miller hole. Leno hole. Alex Barr, that hole. Afidi, that's a big hole.
Oh no!
Well, now the defense is nice. You got Eddie coming back.
Yeah,
it's solid, man. I mean, only for Trufant.
Trufant getting long in the tooth.
Yeah,
you might have to get another corner in there.
I hate the fact we cut Kyle Furley, man. It really bothered me, man. Kyle Fuller.
Kyle Fuller.
Yeah. But Gibson, I like that pickup. But now the defense is good. The defense can still keep us in games. But the problem is like when the offense is so inept, you don't have the defense on the field so long. I don't care how good they are, And Robert Quinn has to show up. He didn't show up last year. He was terrible. So stole money. So, but you look at the fact that Mario Edwards got a nice deal. I didn't understand that. But there's a lot of rumors that Akeem Hicks is going to get traded. So,
I like me some good Akeem Hicks. He can play some football.
He can ball, but they think, So the main thing about it,
that does.
But definitely tackles is a huge problem with Leno Jr. Leno Jr. is our number one tackle is pitiful. Man, he's pitiful, man.
All right, so I did go ahead and put together a little mock for you. So I'm gonna see what you think. So I drafted 7 rounds, the whole draft, and this is what I did. First round, I got Dylan Reddick. You know what I'm saying? I need that offensive tackle because, like you said, the hole is there. It's gaping. Wandale Moore, like you said, Miller. We need another weapon out there. We need somebody for
second round definitely. So
Wandale Moore is explosive. You can use him a lot of different ways.
And second round.
Tom Herman, you said Tom Herman's coming off for the Bears.
Yeah, he is.
If you look at Tom Herman's history when he was at Ohio State, he was recruiting. He always had a Dontre Wilson on his team. He always had a Jalen Marshall, a guy like a whole bunch of guys of that ilk, guys that can they're good run after catch kind of guys. And Wandale Moore just gives you that explosiveness.
Mm-hmm.
He's a short guy, but he's not a small guy.
Mm-hmm.
This guy, he's built kind of like Saquon.
He's thick, yeah.
Next round, I'm going Trey Smith. Like I said, the offensive line needs work. He plays tackle and guard, but in the NFL, they're saying he's probably more of a guard, but he has good tape, and he's another senior ball guy that balled out.
Yeah,
Ambry Thomas. I need to address that. that cornerback. I need to get some more cornerback in there.
Get corner higher than that, but again, he's a good player. He's a good player.
Yeah, he has experience playing under pressure. like we know in Ann Arbor, Don Brown been
Don Brown, he's in Tucson now.
You bump and run. You got.
I know y'all got together. Y'all put the GoFundMe to put the movers for Don Brown and get him out of Ann Arbor.
So and Avery Thomas in this situation, he's gonna be protected. They play a lot of cover too, so he's very good at the line of scrimmage. He's a very good press runner.
He could be a value.
Yeah, he can press and play the underneath routes. That's the
yeah. So I think again we need more depth that way. I hate the fact, like I said, Kyle Fuller was a serious debacle as far as cutting him, but that's Brian Pace's mess.
That's a cap casualty, as we would say.
Yeah, and then Vic Fangio picked him up in a second. So
Ellison Smith, he's another senior
edge runner, which we need in Northern Iowa. He
very
might produce
better in a small school. Another receiver. You know what I'm saying? He has size and physicality. You saw him in that in the playoff game this year against Ohio State. He showed out. He's very strong at the catch point. And that's another thing you need. I didn't
go higher than 208. I didn't go higher than 208. But
I don't know. I did a lot of these mocks, and he's always available late. So,
man, I think somebody got a higher grade. You think? Because
they could
a higher grade. You think? Man.
They could, but this is just we working with this mock, and they have their own algorithm for the way they do it.
I'm not Chris. I'm just saying. I just think he'll go higher than that. But
Jalen Darden, he's another.
I heard him. Yeah. Well, we need receivers all day. So
that's what I'm saying.
I wish. I ain't gonna lie. I would take Mr. Kirkland over Mr. Pace any day. Right now.
Yeah, Jalen Darden.
That's what we call Mr. Draft Emergency. We had to call him in.
Yeah, we can call it. And who would you hire as a coach? If you were GM, who would you hire as a coach right now?
And with our very last pick, we're going with Ian Book. He can be our backup. We get him some breath. Maybe he develops. Maybe he turns into something. You never know.
Because we got Brad Mustipher. We got those Notre Dame guys, those free agents that played. So Ian Book, Ian Book. That's smart because they haven't picked a developmental quarterback in years because they want to keep on trying to sell wolf tickets with Trubisky. And that's the bottom line. So but
man, when I heard Tom Herman was coming there, I was for sure thinking that
we got another emergency, Dr.
We got to go to your team now. You can't be over there hiding over there.
Lions.
Hey, we got to go do the Lions. I don't do the Lions. That's him. He got his own set of therapy. We working with teams that actually got a chance. Chicago Bears and the Steelers.
Yeah.
All right, let's look at your Pittsburgh Steelers. First of all, we're gonna look at the depth chart. Are you seeing the depth chart? I don't know why. There's always been problems putting up this depth chart.
Benny Snell's the number one back.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, that's a problem.
That's a problem.
Yeah. We got Eric Ebron, Detroit's favorite son.
Yeah.
When he's right, he's okay.
Yep. We did lose Bud Dupree. He's not on here.
Yeah. He got 1 year deal. He got the 1 year deal with Tennessee, right?
Yeah, he's in Tennessee right now.
Yeah.
Obviously, you see cornerback's a holder.
Yeah.
On the side of other than Joe Hayden, I like Joe Hayden.
Joe Hayden's a good player, but Sutton, no man, you gotta get somebody.
You need somebody across from him.
And then safeties are tight. Yeah, safeties are tight.
Safety. I'm living with this. Terrell
I know.
And Minka. I'm living with that. Receiver, we got Chase Claypool. He's gonna be nice for me. Ebron, he's hot and cold. Deontay Johnson, he gets open. He got to work on his hands, but he can get open.
Yeah.
Juju Smith.
I was astonished Juju resigned. That blew me away. Yeah.
And my guy Cody White. I saw him down in Miami. Michigan State guy. But
and my thing with it is that that receiving core is going to be helped with a really good running game that forces you to be honest.
Yeah. I think they get a second round. They get a second round back. They'll get it in, but I wouldn't pick a first round back. I said, you saw I had Najee Harris.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be they're gonna get Najee or Travis. They're gonna get one of those two. Watch.
Well, you might not be happy with my mock, dude. I'm gonna show you what I did. I'm gonna show you what I did.
Yeah,
I'm going Landon Dickerson. I'm going
Landon
plug and play with
Dickerson. Plug and play with Pouncey.
I'm okay with Landon Dickerson.
He's gonna replace Pouncey.
A running game, a good line can also help a running game.
Yeah, and guess who we got in the second round?
Yeah.
Javonte Williams. You saw him.
He's a nice player.
He's college football.
He's a nice player. He's a nice player.
Javonte Williams can play.
He's a nice player. Yeah, he's a nice player. He's a nice player.
Paulson,
I like you got now. You got my Stanford brother. You got Stanford. Okay, you got Walker Little.
I got two Stanford.
Stanford crazy right now. Okay.
I got Paulson and Debo.
Yeah, he can ball.
Yeah, he might be.
He slipped though.
As Steve Smith would say, he might be a little bit of a wide mouth bass, but he likes to try to make plays. He's one of those kind of guys. And I got Walker Little. This is a little.
Yeah,
he slipped a lot because he hasn't played football in a long time, man.
Yeah, he hasn't played a long time. But I think he's gonna be a better player than draft stat. I really do.
Yeah, he tore his ACL week 1 of 2019, so he hasn't played since then. He opted out last year. So that's the trouble with him. Even though he's a very talented player, he's gonna be a steal. I think he'll be a steal. I think. Yeah, somebody's gonna get him, and if he's healthy, he's gonna play for you. He's gonna play for you. Patrick Jones, like I said,
he's a nice player.
He's very polished. He's very polished.
Yeah.
He knows
I don't think it would slip that low.
I don't know either, but you got some guys up there. You got Peyton Turner. You got guys like Ronnie Perkins. Jason. Somebody's gonna fall in love with Jason Owe because he runs a 4-3 and he plays edge, and it's like maybe I could teach him. Maybe I could teach him something. But that's why guys like Patrick Jones, guys like Dale or the Yingbo, guys like that, they might fall because there's ceiling guys and there's floor guys, and the ceiling guys. A lot of guys might fall into. And Cornell Powell, I know I put Cornell Powell for the other one, but there's when you do a lot of these drafts, there's guys that are always available at the end.
Yeah, defend yourself.
I can round out my roster with this guy. I'll be all right. So I got
because you put in the context now that Ryan Pace drafted for other teams, so he probably drafted some cats with 7th round grades in the 3rd round on him. Right. So.
Patty Fisher.
He's a nice player. He
knows how to play, but his physical attributes is not great. But if I'm getting him in the 7th round, I got a player that can play for me on special teams. He's going to be great in the locker room. He is a very intelligent player, so he's going to help out my roster. And if Ian Book is available at the end of the 7th round, I'm taking him because, well, you know what I'm saying, Roethlisberger ain't getting no younger. So just give him more depth.
They got Haskins. I think they're gonna give Haskins one more opportunity.
Hey, I got
Ian Book.
I was just looking at one that had Jamie Newman.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Jamie Newman. But also, I saw that even like Brandon Kennedy, in 7th round as a possibility. But they're talking about Nick Bolton maybe in the 2nd round. Could be a possibility. Quincy, the edge rusher for Miami.
Quincy Roche,
he's a possibility as well. So but I think you're right in the right ballpark. I'm not opposed. I mean, there's 2 ways to get a good running game. Because I tell you, I like Snell when he was at Kentucky. I like his attitude. I like it. I like him a lot. But there's 2 ways to get a running. You either get some road graders up front who can move people out the way and create space.
Yeah.
You do that, or you get a running back that knows how to help the offensive line. You can work it either way, and I
got both. I got Landon Dickerson, and I got a battering ram in Javonte Williams.
Yep. Which feels a lot like a Steeler running back. You got to respect. You got to strap it up and come with it.
Do you want to try to fix the Lions, or is this a lost cause? I want to do a little. I want to see what we can do here.
Oh my goodness, we didn't know we were going to have to do open heart surgery tonight, but we got to do this for. We got to do this. This was we pouring one for Hank. We got an emergency.
Hank is not here.
But this is the therapy. This is the only this is like Obama doing a speech on hope. This is what we're trying to do. We trying to infuse in the Southeast.
Look at this, man.
This is for Jalen Rose. This is This is for. I mean,
this is ugly.
It's hurting my eyes. I think we might have to zoom in for the people.
Oh my God!
Watch your eyes, people, when you zoom in. We're trying to get close.
Oh my God! This is ugly.
This
is ugly everywhere. And the problem is we don't have a lot of picks. We don't have a lot of picks either. So if I'm at 7, I really want to trade out. But
this is why we call this draft emergency, because this is what bar emergency. He walks into the bar, you like, I don't know how he gonna fix this. This is what we ask.
My approach with this was, if we're bad, if we're gonna be bad, we're gonna keep Jared Goff.
You some Kyrie Powell, bro. You love Kyrie Powell, bro. You got every team.
Hey, they just leave him. They leave him so open at the end of the draft. So I'm just like, dang. I was like,
I think.
I was like, it's either Cornell Powell or this guy.
We got a higher grade on him, man. We got a higher grade on these.
Yeah, I have a higher grade on him than this site does. That's probably what ended up happening. But my idea with this is, if we're gonna be bad and we're gonna keep Jared Goff, it's time to make it strength to strength. If I have Ragnow and I have Logan Stenberg, we have like a semi-good offensive line. I'm gonna make it strength to strength. I'm gonna make it do what it do. And we got DeVonta Smith, DeAndre Smith, Swift. I'm sorry,
DeAndre Swift. Yeah,
he's a good back.
Good back.
Yeah, he has good vision. He has good feet. He had the seal of approval from Adrian Peterson, because when Peterson got benched for Swift, he was saying, I don't know what took. He said, what took so long? I've been seeing this in practice. So that just goes to show what's going on with our former coaching staff. But I'm making my strength to strength. I'm going Penei Sewell. De'Ami Brown's going to give me some help on the receiving core. Elijah Molden. I need corners, man. I'm thinking, if I'm the Lions, I'm drafting a corner every year. I mean, I just need depth, like especially in this NFL where teams going with 3 receiver sets, 4 receiver sets at times. You need guys that can cover. Elijah Molden, he can cover in the slot. He might not be a big corner, but if you see what's going on a little bit later, good 30 picks later, 30, 40 picks later, so I got me a big corner that can guard your bigger guys. He can guard your tight ends. He can guard your Mike Evans of the world. Israel Mukuamu out of South Carolina. He's 6'4". He's fluid. Last year, actually, I was watching South Carolina, and I was saying, man, he's gonna be something. And come this year, J.C. Horn's the guy. But last year, I thought it was the other way around. To be honest with you, but Deontay Brown, like I said earlier, make it strength to strength. This guy, he moves heaven and earth. He might not have the quickest feet in the world, but when he gets hands on you, it's going to be a problem. So him and Frank Ragnow they're going to cause some problems in there, and they're going to open up some holes. So, like I said, make it strength to strength. We're going to play some bad boys offense.
That's right. That's very Detroit right there.
Very Detroit.
Yeah.
Wow. We think there was a pathway forward. Y'all hear that, Lions?
Pathway forward, man.
You can at least bring him in as assistant GM. He only up the road. You know, he only up the road.
One day.
All you gotta do is send him an Uber.
we need him in Chicago right now. Boy, we need him in Chicago.
Yeah, you can take him right down 90.
That team, man.
You know, take it right now. All right, y'all. We want to talk about just quickly as we get to the close, unsigned hype. You know, y'all probably highlighted some folks, but a couple of folks that y'all have who are like probably gonna be 4th round or later that y'all think 3 years, right system, these are gonna be Pro Bowlers. That it's just folks just can't see what y'all can see. Y'all just know that, so y'all know they're gonna go 4th round or later. But they gonna do it, and they heard it here first in the underground. I don't want to hear folks on First Take talking about them in 3 years. I don't want to hear people on Get Up talking about for 3 years. I don't want to hear nobody on Fox. You heard it here first. My guys right here told you these are the cats that you need to look forward. Nobody else gonna believe it. They just know they're gonna go later. Y'all just accepted that folks just don't get it, and that's okay. All right, we're gonna start with you, Hammer.
I like Kalen Hill, running back with the Bulldogs. I think he's gonna be I'm surprised on draft. I know I think the measurables weren't as good. But I think, again, some of these running backs is the right system. And I think that he'll get the right system. Also, I appreciate his I think he's got dog in him. What he did in Mississippi to turn the flag down was dog. So I think he's going to bring that attitude to football. And I like him very much as far as being, a great player. So, and a sleeper. As far as the next one, a little hip hop with you, a little hip hop in the current, and I'm sure Darnell knows what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about?
You said hip hop.
Yeah, hip hop and current West Coast hip hop. Oh, you don't know, do you?
I said when you say it, I might get it.
Elijah Griffin. I got him. You know why I got him? You know who his father is, right?
Elijah Griffin.
Yeah, USC.
I'm drawing a blank.
Give him his
You
answer.
know his father is, don't you, DeVonta, or not?
You give him his answer. We running the show.
Warren G. Warren G.
I know it's Warren G.
Yeah. So I like this kid. He's going to probably go fourth round, but he's got dog in him. He's handled the Pac-10 12 receivers real well, and I think that he's a high producer. I think not the greatest measurables, but I think he's got dog in him. I think he's going to do well NFL right. I think he'll be right place. He'll ball. So, and the final thing, threes. I like threes. So final one. It's a big name, but and I think Darnell might agree with on this. Dylan Moses. I think Dylan Moses is being slept on. I think we're agreeing. This is like we've come together in this show. Harmony.
I brought folks together. That's what I do. Yeah. I brought harmony to our RSG.
We need to talk about MJ and LeBron, and then we'll start arguing again. MJ and LeBron, we'll start arguing again. Yeah, we'll start arguing again on MJ and LeBron. Yeah, arguing with NBA. Yeah, so I know because y'all young cats love some LeBron, but Space Jam 2's gonna be awful. By the way, I'm gonna make that clear. It'll be awful. But yeah, so the main thing is that I think Dylan Moses, a lot of injuries, unproduction, but I think he's gonna ball out. That Alabama system is gonna really, I think, help him acclimate. He's got to get the right team. He'll get the right team, I think, because he'll be lower in the draft and will get. That's the problem with some of these players who are drafted higher. It's not the best fit, and they fail. So I think the lower, even some people tell you that you can go lower, and you'll get less money, sign bonus. You could get a better thing. Look at George Kittle, perfect example, perfect place for him. Lower pick, Kelsey's lower pick. So a lower pick can help you sometimes. It hurts your ego on draft day because you keep on trying to hear your name and nobody's saying it. You keep on looking at TV, looking crazy, and you're going to go get a walk and stuff. But the main thing about it, I think Dylan Moses is going to be a nice player. Just had some tough luck at Alabama. So those kind of three players that I would look at. I think that will be star players year 2, year 3 who aren't getting the love on draft day right now, but we'll get the love, because like I said, a lot of these cats that we talk about right now, they're gonna be busts. Let's just be real about it. They're gonna be raggedy. Cats that we thought were gonna ball out because there's different things. Might have Ellison Smith in there who got a substance abuse problem. Like I said, he's got a drug problem, ran out of drugs. That's the bottom line. That's a drug problem. So, so that's the main thing. But, I hope, I'm wishing these young men well. But we know some aren't going to pan out. Let's be real about it. That's just how it is. And you're going to have a lot of free agent cats. We're going to talk about, where was the James Robinson last year? I didn't even heard of this cat. Now, if I knew about him, I'm sure he did. I didn't know about this cat.
Rockford, Illinois.
I had to Google it. I didn't know. I had to Google him and be like, what? Like Illinois State? Like, really? I'm like, Illinois couldn't get him? That's why they're sorry. So, Bielema got him, right? Yeah, Bielema got him. So, yeah.
I know they let it because he likes that running game. So, so who you got on the unsigned hype?
Number one, Chuba Hubbard. It's somebody who fell off the face of the earth.
I was going to say,
Oklahoma State was not good last year. But we're forgetting this guy ran for 2,000 yards in 2019, in the last football season before COVID. This dude ran for 2,000 yards, and he has not been talked about at all. My second guy, Pete Werner, I don't know if he's going to fall the fourth round. You saying fourth round? I don't know if he's going to drop that far, but he's a guy not a lot of guys talk about, and he's a guy I didn't bring up because I just don't, I don't have the guts to talk about him because, you know what I'm saying? Everybody going to say, oh, he's a homer. He likes Ohio State, you know what I'm saying? He likes Michigan. He likes all the Big Ten schools. No. But Pete Werner, he's one of those guys. He plays the game the right way. He plays like he's always in the right spot. He tackles as well as anybody I've seen in this draft. And his pro day shocked me. This guy's running 4.8. He has a 40-inch vertical. I was like, man, somebody's gonna get him and be happy about it. Third guy, another Big Ten guy. You got Ambry Thomas. This is another guy like we were talking about those 7-round mocks I was doing earlier. It seemed like every time the 5th round rolls around and Ambry Thomas is still there, I'm like, man, I'm gonna take him. And it's just like the Cornell Powell thing. It's like when I first started doing this stuff, it seemed like I had Ambry Thomas going to every team. But like he's a guy like in the NFL is a league where passing, the passing game is taking over. So you can never have enough corners. If you just go look at like we did today, look at your favorite team's depth chart and ask yourself a question. Do you have 3 good corners on your team?
Yeah.
For 95% of teams, the answer is no.
Yeah. True.
So if the 5th round is going on, the 6th round is going, and you got a guy like Ambry Thomas, just put him on the field. He can guard your 3rd best receiver. I mean, and he's had plenty of experience playing that bump and run press man, where he's been tested a lot. So he's not gonna all of a sudden hit the league and just be shocked. So he's a guy I'd look into. That's my 3.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think y'all hit a number of folks in here. There's a couple people like Peyton Turner that's coming up on people's list.
Oh yeah, Peyton Turner. Peyton Turner's going 4th round.
Well, they in terms of underrated, I don't think they got him going 4th round. He might
underrated. When I say when this whole draft cycle started and everybody was talking about Greg Rousseau, he's going to be the guy that he's going to be the guy that he's a ball of clay. You're going to be able to mold him. He's strong. He can pass rush.
I agree.
Everything. When I was watching Peyton Turner, I was like, is this Greg Rousseau? Is this the Greg Rousseau you guys have been talking about? Because I've seen him go against Brady Christensen and BYU and act a fool. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, Peyton Turner, he's big. He's this big old dude. They have him play outside linebacker, but really I put his hand in the dirt. But he has that versatility, and somebody, like I said, somebody's gonna draft him and be happy about it. Like I think he is the perfect Ravens kind of guy. Like the Ravens are gonna end up getting him in the 2nd round, and everybody's gonna be like, Peyton Turner. And then like other guys that really won't grind tape, guys that watch a lot of tape and be like, damn, they got him.
Yeah. And they also got the offensive lineman from Whitewater, UW Whitewater.
Oh, yeah, Quinn Minor.
Yeah, so where is he going? Either 2nd round or 6th round. Where is he going to go?
I have no idea.
I heard 2nd round, but I hear Wisconsin cats. They ain't gonna say 1st round, but he had a great Senior Bowl. But I see.
What about Terrence Marshall? Marshall? Yeah, from LSU.
You saw my mock. I had him going 20.
I got him 2nd round. He's going to
second round.
One thing I was surprised, LSU, because the local thing, you talent.
Yep.
I saw Wild Goose going like 100. Is that true? I mean, is he going that high?
I don't know. I mean, we'll see.
You know what I'm talking about? Rashaan Wild Goose, don't you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Yeah, talking about he's going like 3rd, 4th round.
He can play.
Yeah, that's gonna get somebody fired, basically.
Speaking of local stuff, they be having Mayfield going in the 1st round.
Yeah. Well, NFL Network got it. They go local. That's national. They got him going 1st round.
I'm saying local because he went to Michigan.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Well, I'm saying
I I don't see that. Like
I'm not taking Mayfield over Leatherwood. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree.
When you say the guys like I'm saying like Leatherwood and you're saying these guys are second rounders, but I'm saying the guys they have in the first round, I don't see them as first round. That's why I put them.
I think Mayfield.
And I know you're talking about Ian Book, but Noah Ellinger, they got him projected to go later.
Yeah, Ellinger.
He's a guy that run out of heart. He's not.
Let's give the fans a preview. Let's give fans a preview. Who's going to be a first pick in the 2022 draft?
Well, no, you know what? They don't like the brothers. Keaton Slovis.
He's not eligible. He's not eligible, right?
I had to change my.
He's a sophomore next year. He's not. He's a true freshman. He's not eligible.
Keaton Slovis.
No, that's Slovis. About Slovis is gonna be up there.
No,
Rattler's only a sophomore. Yeah.
No, he's a redshirt sophomore.
No, he's redshirt. I don't think
he redshirted at least. He redshirted 2 years ago.
Okay, my bad.
No, the thing though, no, I was with you. I was saying he was a sophomore, and somebody corrected me before and said he.
Okay, I thought I didn't realize he redshirted. Okay,
but to me, the quarterbacks that are coming out the year after are way better. I'm taking Bryce Young over all these dudes.
You're right. He redshirted. Yeah, he redshirted. Yeah, he redshirted. But Bryce Young balled out. He balled out.
I'll let that go. But another guy that I'll end on this because it'll be real close to home that they have. He's projected 7th round, but in the time that people are reintroducing the fullback, Ben Mason from Michigan, the fullback, 7th rounder, who is gonna do his thing. But he's a great linebacker at high school. Like he's actually a pretty good. He can really get on both sides of football. Mm-hmm. It'd be interesting if they try to get him back to his original side. Somebody smart enough to get him back over in defense because he was an outstanding defensive player, but they moved him to fullback at Michigan. So he could be an interesting cat because he got that dog in him. They just they tamed him a little bit. They tamed him a little bit in that fullback position, even though he was still good. All right, y'all. Y'all were good today. We took this on a marathon.
Yeah, we were hospitable. I thought we would get an argument, but
I think we only got one. We only got one item for the my apology.
We got one player. Like I said again, I think it's the debate we had last. I can't believe it's been a year, but the Tristan Wirfs, Andrew Thomas type thing. Like I said, again, DeVonta Smith will be a bust. I stand by that. Like I said, he would be a disappointment. I hope he enjoys that first contract.
Taylor's not
all he's going to get. John Taylor ball. I mean, John Taylor. But let's be real. Marlon Mack blew his knee out. That helped him.
Hey, Marlon Mack is my favorite running back in the league. But
I like Marlon Mack too. But he got to come back. But I mean, Taylor wasn't get that type of run. He didn't fumble last year. I mean, I have JT Gray. He should have. The fact he didn't fumble, if he didn't fumble, Wisconsin would be a first rounder, no question. You can't have these guys like what's his name, that brother from Nebraska fumbled, the Abdullah brother. That brother fumbled all day. They can run all day, but no, you can't have brothers fumble in the NFL. That's not for long. If you fumble like that.
All right. Well, hey, we don't let the fans go home and go to bed.
Yeah,
I want to thank God for doing it. We have to go together.
Give the fans some knowledge. So appreciate it.
Yes, enjoy the draft. We'll surely have something to talk about after the draft, after it's all said and done.
And pray for my Chicago Bears. And, pray that they don't do something stupid because they just done something stupid. All Kevin White, and, Adam Shaheen and Rich Trubisky. I mean, and they've done Roquan Smith and others, but again, it's just
until next time. Until next time.
Yeah.
This is RSG, one mic. This is D Wills. Hammer trying to do the close on me. Y'all take it out until we get to the other side. Y'all can check them out on what's your Twitter hook? Can y'all get handles? What's up there so I can follow y'all?
Yeah. Carl B. Hampton. That's my Twitter.
All right. What is it, youngin?
What is my Twitter?
I switched Hammer. I used to be Hammer Carl, but I thought that was unprofessional, so I switched that off. Yeah.
Man, I got the same Twitter handle from high school, Berkeley Bound 14. There's a story behind that.
And we also got him on his RSG handle, which is Kirkland Darnell, but we'll go either way. Yep. We'll put that here at the end of the stuff. Until next time, take care.
Peace.
Peace.